What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, today we are checking out Running Back Remix. This is the double cash and also double RP adversary mode of this week. Now first of all, if you guys want to launch it, just like always, go to the options menu, online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, adversary mode, and then on this list you can find Running Back. This list, by the way, is a alphabetical list. Just like always, 7 different maps that you can pick from. The location is the only difference, so the rules are always the same for all 7 of them. Now first of all, in Running Back Remix, max 8 players, always 2 teams, so there's no option for 4 teams. So the max that you can have is a 4v4. Now the way this game mode works, first of all, you guys can see everyone is driving a Tesseract, so that's the car that I'm in right now, except for one person. One person will be driving a Panto, and that's basically the runner. The goal for the runner will be to reach the end zone as it says on the bottom of the screen. The end zone is just the other side of the map, so that's the place where the enemy team spawns. If the runner reaches the end zone under 1 minute, then they score a point for their team. So it's kind of like scoring a touchdown, but then with a car. Now the thing about this runner is, not every team always has a runner in their team. It actually switches around. So each round, every team will have 4 attempts. You can also see at the bottom right how many attempts your team has already used. And during these attempts, you will have a runner in your team, and then you have the possibility to score a point. So if the runner is not on your team at the moment, you cannot score a point. So what you have to do then is just protect your spawn or your end zone and make sure that the runner of the enemy team doesn't reach it. The runner, by the way, is always a different person. So each attempt that your team gets, the runner will be a different person, and the same for the enemy team. So 4 attempts in 1 round. During these attempts, your team will have a runner. This runner has to score a point by reaching the other side. And also in the same round, the enemy team, so the other team will also have 4 attempts where they will have a runner. And then you basically have to protect your end zone or your spawn, and you have to make sure that the runner doesn't reach it. Every attempt, by the way, it's 1 minute, so the Panto has 1 minute to reach the other side. If it didn't reach the other side after the 1 minute, then the team with the runner basically doesn't score a point, but the other team also doesn't get a point. So you can only get a point by reaching the line with a Panto that's on your team, obviously. So over here, I was the Panto. As you can see, bottom right, there is a timer. I have to reach the other side before the timer goes off, and if I reach it, I get a point. So just to make it clear to you guys, over here I was the Panto, I was the runner, so the runner was on my team obviously, and then the next turn, after I scored the point, the enemy team gets the Panto, so someone on their team will be the runner, and then they have a chance at scoring a point. I hope it's clear, guys. I know it might be kind of confusing with the attempts, but the concept is very simple. Then at the end of the round, there is 2 ways that you can win. So either everyone used their attempts and your team has the most amount of points, then you win. Or the first team that reaches 4 points, they also automatically win. So it's kind of unfair to the team that starts without the runner first, because the other team will have an advantage because they will be able to reach 4 points 1 attempt earlier. The payment that you get for winning a round most of the time will be 16k. If the round is very short, then it can also be 10k, but most of the time it's 16, which is actually pretty decent for a adversary mode that is only double cash. The amount of RP that you get, by the way, is between 1.8k and 2.4k, which is okay. It's not really high, but it's decent. Now, a couple of things you guys should know. On some maps, you have like this split in the middle sometimes, so on these maps you should be careful, because if the Panto takes the right lane, for example, and you take the left lane, this can be very annoying. You also have some maps where there is a big hole in the middle. I think this is the 3rd map, so also be careful for that. If you drive into this hole with the Panto, then you automatically already lose that attempt. Another important detail, by the way, is that the people driving a Tesseract, they can always respawn. So for example, if you missed the Panto, it just drove by you, you can always respawn and you can try again. Be careful though, when you respawn, you have like 2 or 3 seconds that you cannot hit the Panto. So then you can have situations like this, you hit him, but you had to wait and then he scores a point. So be careful with that. But if you just miss the panto, you still have a second chance if you just respawn very fast. Then the last thing I also want to tell you guys is at the end of the round, if both teams have the same amount of points, then you will have a sudden death. In this sudden death, everyone will be a panto, so everyone is a runner, and then it's just the first person that reaches the other side, their team wins. So just one panto of your team has to reach the other side first, and then they win. So over here I tried to like take one for the team, you know, but I kind of failed. But still, the guy reached it first, and then we won the round. By the way, if you have a sudden death, the payment is still 16k. So the round is longer, but it's still 16k. So guys, that's basically it. Hope it was helpful. Definitely go ahead and check this game mode out. It pays decent. It's also very fun. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.